folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don, this is Rockin' the Country. Hope things are going well for you in your neck of the woods. I'm doing a gift request today of Burl Ives. I've done one or two of Burl's songs. As I recall, one was funny. But one more time, Billy Brown. Lundy Ray made a gift to the channel. Lundy, shout out to you. Thank you for this. And you said that this is your first time doing like a gift request. Maybe not just to this channel, but anywhere. So welcome to the club. And let's see what Burl has for us. One more time, Billy Brown. I don't know the song. It's going to be a true reaction. So let's see. Gotta love a song that starts with humming.
You know, Bill, it's funny, but somehow it seems like only yesterday to me that your mother and I brought you home from the hospital. And the first time she handed you to me, I was so frightened I didn't even know what to do. But as you smiled and grasped at my finger with your little hand, I suddenly realized one thing, that I loved you. And I can remember many times gazing down at you in wonder as you lay fast asleep in your little crib. And every time you toss or turn or make a little baby sound, I'd lean close and I'd say, one more time, Billy Brown. One more time, Billy Brown. Somehow, Bill, my memory of the next few years is just a kind of a happy blur. And the next thing I seem to remember is that you were a big, strong, independent 17-year-old with a dad who still loved you more than anything else in the world, but I guess had the good sense not to tell you all the time. And I can remember many times gazing down at you in wonder from the grandstand at your high school football games. Every time they handed you the ball, I'd yell along with the rest of the crowd when they'd say, one more time, Billy Brown.
Love the pick in here.
One more time, Billy Brown. One more time, Billy Brown.
I like the backing vocals there too. It softens it.
And now that the guns of war have ended your short, beautiful life, you know what I find myself wishing, Bill? I wish that you were just a little boy again, sleeping up in your room the way you used to. And I wish there was a circus coming to town tomorrow, and that when the sun comes up, I could go there with you. But more than anything, I wish there were no more wars.
Yeah.
And that you'd had a better reason for dying so cold and alone. My boy, my precious, irreplaceable son.
Damn.
When will we ever learn? And for just how long must there be? One more time, Billy Brown. One more time, Billy Brown. One more time.
He referred to himself in one of the sections of the song, one of the three sections of the song, basically in the third person. So I wasn't quite sure if he was the grandfather, because he was like, your father told you he loved you, but wisely, not too much or something, you know, because you don't want to overdo that either for different reasons, and you have to gauge that. But then I was like, you know what, this is the type of song where something's going to go wrong. And I was not expecting the kid to die. I just wasn't. But a commentary on war, you know, and I agree with this too. I mean, what do you do? I mean, we human beings do terrible things. Nations do things to others and different values, and so you got to defend yourself. Sometimes you go on the offensive, rightly or wrongly, but lots of people die. And it's one of these things like, can we figure this out? But like, to not do it to one another, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think it's too far gone right now. I mean, there are too many different value systems in the world to not have nations at war. Yeah, I guess who was it, like Oppenheimer with the bomb and all, and his idea was that if everybody had the bomb, nobody would use it. Well, that's not true. You got to keep certain despots from having it because they might. You never know. But Lundy, what a song! I mean, Burl just has this delivery. Some folks just are in the right occupation at the right time, and it's not a coincidence. I mean, he learned his chops, developed his chops over a lifetime of singing and thinking and refining and failing and succeeding and all these kinds of things. But what a voice, what a storyteller's voice. You can't help but be endeared to a man telling a story like this. Love for his son, then lost his son. And you're like, oh God, no, that kind of loss. I mean, you just, oh. I'll rate the song. Uh, if it's a true story, please forgive me. I don't know if it is, but it's the way he not just told it, but felt about it. The the way he wove in. When are we going to learn about war? I mean, I like that narrative. I like the meaning and the heart behind it. So this to me is a 9.0. I mean, it could even be higher, but I mean, that's a number that popped into my head. But I mean, even the way the picking was done just kept it going right along, right along. It wasn't overly sad. It didn't portend sadness. But by the second stanza or part of the song, you're like, oh no, I've been down this road. Something's probably going to go wrong. And it did. So there were a lot of parts woven into this. Fatherhood, sadness of losing a kid, not having war, the joy of reading something to a kid one more time, the kid at the football game, a father telling his son he loves him. And those are just beautiful things in life because not everybody gets a father who tells them, I love you. Some fathers are just so distant or just it's just not them that they never hear that, but the kid did. And then you're like, oh, but the father lost that. It's like, ouch. So, Lundy, thank you for the gift and request. And boy, this is a reflective type song. All right, guys, have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.